All right, that's enough intro music, I think. Hello, everybody. I'm getting used to that song, actually. It's getting kind of catchy. What do you think? Play it all night. All right, hello, everybody. This is the Fakeologist speaking. Let's make sure my mic is working loud and clear. Loud and clear. Hello. Broadcasting all over the world on the Fakeologist Media Network. We are on YouTube, fake11.com/YouTube1. If you like YouTube notifications, we're on Facebook on the Unknown Causes Facebook group that I started up a while ago. We are on Twitter. We are on DLive. And we're also on Fakeotube, fakeotube.com. We'll just turn this down a bit more. No guests tonight. We'll just go over a few things. Still recovering from the mice infestation on my property. That took a lot out of me trying to get rid of them. 11 mice and counting. Yes, 11. I said that. The phone lines will be open tonight. 902-400-1984 or 810-666-1984. Do I have any guests lined up this week? Let's just take a look at the live show. Go to fakeologist.com/live. You will see that our calendar is wide open. There's no Vigilante tomorrow. He's away on vacation. And we have Died Suddenly for Thursday right now. No indication whether that's going to go through. Can't get a hold of Tiago. Guess I could go to my Facebook and see if anything came in there. Sometimes the only way to correspond with people is on the platforms they like, and he uses Messenger. Let's just see what's going on. Message. So far, not much is happening. Yeah. What day is it today? Monday. We had a big audio chat weekend. If you go to fakeologist.com, you can click on podcasts and you will see we had tons of audio chats, tens of hours on the audio chat. That's very active right now. Very interesting. We had the Thursday show, we had a Friday show, we had a Saturday show, a Sunday show. They just wrapped up a Monday show. Lots of interesting discussions on Brazil, on fakeology in general, some chat server drama, Discord drama. You can listen to all this stuff on the download. You can download it, or you can listen to it live at fake11.com/radio2 or fake11.com/stream2. And you can get involved in that if you want. Go to fake11.com/Discord. or fake11.com/gilded. Hopefully you realize that all these short, oh, I see my Gilded stream is, not active right now. I have to fix that. All the short forms are using, Fakeologist.com. Let me just join the live stream here on Gilded. I forgot to join it. So you can participate using the Gilded, or you can participate using Discord. Either way, uh, those two are tied together. Gilded is more of our backup, but Discord is active and actively administered by Wild Times is the lead administrator there. You have to go through him. He's an experienced mod, and he's doing it very actively and aggressively, and apparently that's what it takes to keep something going strong and effectively. We had a number of suggestions. People like him, people don't like the mod, so it's really a matter of opinion. But we're always trying new things, and Wild Times has been doing a great job joining in and taking a lead on that. So that is really the most exciting thing that's been happening on the Fakeologist network. As you know, we have Fakeotube.com. I've been kind of quiet on Fakeotube. I kind of go in fits and starts. Lately, I have had just all kinds of non-Fakeologist things to deal with, and haven't been watching too many videos. But we have over 5,000 videos on Fakeotube. So if you don't see something right now, you can always go back, and there's tons of material to listen to or to watch. Most of the stuff I've watched, so I recommend, and a lot of it is still pretty damn relevant today. So take a look, go back, enjoy it. I'm just looking now myself, the most watched stuff. I don't think that's the most watched right now. The most watched. Let me think here. Those don't. Oh, that's page 2 of the most watched. That's why. Page 1 of the most watched is the SPARS pandemic 2025 to 2028. 92,000 people have watched that. I don't even know where I got that from. But that's a big, big, big video, 25 minutes. A lot of the most watched stuff is a year ago, 2 years ago. September Clues is now over 40,000 views, and that's 2 years ago, so that's pretty good. That was what started this website all along. And let's go over to the Fakeotube chat right now. Hello to Epic Souls and Greg. You look like you're the only 2 live ones in the chat. Doesn't cost anything to register for Fakeotube. It just allows you to get notifications when we go live, and it also allows you to chat. Your chat messages become comments on the video, which is a handy feature. And I haven't really made any changes to Fakeotube lately. I go in fits and starts. Sometimes I'm on Fakeotube. I have to admit, I'm spending a ton of time on Twitter, and what I wanted to do once in a while is just go through Twitter and read my feed and read my commentary to you. We could do that tonight. We can do many things. We can take your calls, or I can just go through Twitter, because I have to admit, I am sort of addicted to Twitter just because of the incredible variety of stuff on there. It's a microblog service that is going to change dramatically, I would say, in the next short period of time, as the Twitter people behind Elon Musk turn it into a authenticated payment system that does just about everything. But I think their main business model will be to facilitate transactions, authenticated transactions between authenticated people and their authenticated finances. But it's going to be the precursor of the digital ID and the CBDC in America. I really think that's where it's going. And just like in America, most businesses are contracted monopolies to the government. I think Twitter is going to be possibly one of the contenders to bring in the digital ID, digital CBDC to America. It won't be the government. They'll contract it like they do everything else. Canada will probably be the government with a little bit of Twitter. But America, I think it's going to be Twitter. And where did I learn that? I learned that pretty much from the blog entry that I posted right here. So let's go to fakeologist.com/blog. And I typed it, the Elon X.com Twitter fake. I had to get the word fakeologist or fake in there somehow, you see. You've got to listen to this. It's 20 minutes.
It's elder abuse on your part.
Adam Curry, John C. Dvorak.
It's Sunday, November 6, 2022.
And
this is your award-winning Give Our Nation Media Assassination, episode 50.
Stop. Okay. So I actually wanted this to start at 3881 seconds, which it did not do, which I find strange. So that's something I have to fix right now. You just bring that up again.
It's elder abuse on your part.
Adam Curry.
That's too bad. So where are the chapters here? This is not going to work. So this is the FakeoTube. Sorry, this is the Podcast Addict link, which is no good. I'm going to have to get back to that guy on this. But I want to play it. What is minute mark of 3881 seconds? I want to make this point. I want to play a bit of this to you tonight. So 3,800 seconds. That's about 64 minutes. Bring it up here.
John C. Dvorak.
It's Sunday, November
Well, maybe you
6,
can't even
2022.
advance it here.
This is your
Okay, well that stinks. Sorry guys, I haven't even checked my links lately. I didn't know this link didn't work. I'm gonna have to write to the guy who does Podcast Addict and see if he can fix it. Let me see here. How am I gonna advance that here? Automatic? No. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to the No Agenda show. And that's the other thing. One thing about the No Agenda show is they have terrible links to their website. So let me just find it here. No Agenda. Oh. Find it. Because they should have chapters here. Do they have it even there? Direct link, view episode. Let's see here. Is it here? I don't even have it there. Where is the chapterization? So I guess I can go here to 65 minutes.
Didn't make you mad.
And oh, you're so great. The whole thing is available on YouTube. You know, he's there for an hour, and all they do is get some wild mic sound of him saying,
Oh, you sound like Musk.
and it's only about content moderation. And I got one more piece of this report, and then we'll tell you what's really going on.
And David, critics like the NAACP say this is not a First Amendment issue.
Well, except Jason Calacanis. But big investors, they always say, well, we fired this many people. We are doing this for the future. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and they're bloodthirsty or not bloodthirsty, but they're bloodless.
Yes.
They have no sense of shame. They don't care that it's people. They don't care who gets fired. They just got to get their numbers from A to B.
And it's always we. It's not you, Elon. It's we. Because it's not Elon. It is we. It is the we. It is the money people. And they have a strategy. Here's the intro.
So I saw this article. It says you bought something called Twitter. And it says, Musk puts off lifting Twitter bans. And so obviously the big deal, to me anyway, in Twitter is that, so we have this it was incredibly poorly managed, this business. And but those guys somehow did great for their shareholders by selling it to us. Right? But we didn't buy what they're selling. We bought something of what it's going to become.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, I think it's most people would say, like, given how the market has evolved this year, the price is on the high side.
Right. Right. But that's on basic what it is.
Yes. But in terms of what I think there is a tremendous amount of potential that it will be very difficult to achieve, but I think possible. And I think ultimately it could be one of the most valuable companies in the world.
So clearly Mr. Barron is in on it because he knows, hey, we didn't buy that piece of crap for what it is, but for what it can become. And he's doing this in front of his investors or limited partners or whatever they're called, the people who invest in his fund that he then goes and invests the money in. So this is all about.
And we should also note that these guys think along the lines of, besides head count, which has got to go, and it's always a positive to get the head count down. They always think in terms of the term we don't see much. I've talked about it before on the show, eyeballs. And once you've captured this many eyeballs, now the world is, you can do whatever you want.
One other thing. The TAM. What's the TAM?
What's the TAM?
Total addressable market.
That's a newer one. Yeah, that's another one. The total addressable market is, and also the thing that's never discussed because it's assumed is brand recognition. And there's a lot to be. They're not just buying, Lionel Train Company.
No. No. In fact, they see a much bigger TAM than the social media networking. And so
you have to.
Yes.
I can never imagine. You always have to. You always have to be able to take over the world and completely take over all aspects of the entire world.
So the guy who invested or has the fund that invested into Twitter is Ron Barron. That's who he's talking about. Baron.
It has to be at the end, is your end goal, even though it's never achievable. It's always the goal. And these guys all think the same.
Man, you have done too many Silicon Valley pitches. It's exactly what it is. So this next clip is the long one, but this has everything in it. Every single thing that is really going to happen, the real initiative, and the smokescreen. The smokescreen is this noise right now, which is great because that's exactly what's happening. The noise about verification, paid $8, $20, restoring accounts. But really the noise is about, it's all anti-Semitism. They had the N-word for, I'd clip that off just to shorten stuff up. But even Ron Barron said, well, I'm a Jew. I don't want anti-Semitic stuff. I don't want people using the N-word. So this all leads into the moderation red herring, which is just going to keep everyone talking about that while he has a very different plan.
We should be able to figure out with software how to moderate this and prevent that from happening. Is that true or not?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Content moderation policies have not changed at Twitter, and it is not okay to engage in hateful conduct on Twitter.
So how does that square? So for a man who is pro-free speech or free speech absolutist, how does he come out of the gate with, hateful conduct is not allowed? Well, doesn't that by definition preclude hate speech, whatever it is?
Well, a couple of things to note. is he really a free speech absolutist when it comes down to his properties?
No,
of course not.
He doesn't care. He does not care. It's all a red herring.
At Twitter. And
wait. Why is none of this reported by the mainstream if they want to give us an in-depth analysis of what's really going on instead of the bull crap?
Oh, because they are very shallow. This is the same, because I've noticed this with Kara Swisher, who has a so-called tech podcast called On with Kara Swisher. And she truly believes that the playbook is get some revenue with some subscribers. They get a couple of extra features, which she won't do because she doesn't care. She just wants to be a regular person with and advertising. And they still believe that this is an advertising play. And that's the part that the mainstream is going after. They want to, that's why they mention it. No more advertisers for you, schmuck, because they're in competition. Of course.
Yes.
When it comes to advertising, they want to bring everybody down. They love reporting that Meta or Facebook is now sub $100 a share price. They love talking about how TikTok is eating everybody's lunch. And it's all about the ad. So Elon is a genius for playing this card.
It is not okay to engage in hateful conduct.
And when I say by playing this card, I mean he is purposefully doing bull crap stuff like, we're going to have a content, Starfleet command who will decide who can be on and who can't, and there's no hateful conduct
on Twitter.
Oh yes, very good.
Hold on a second. Stop again.
By the way, we are the two people I believe, and I almost want to say I do believe, who can actually deconstruct this particular story with this material that we have. And you're right, it's baffling that no one else has done it.
Why is an audience applauding anything? Is this like a Greek chorus, and this is their showing approval? And who's the approval being shown to? Elon? Is it to encourage?
All right, I'm not going to play any more of this. This clip starts at about 1 hour and 18 minutes. I'm going to redo my post here right now so I remember for people to go look at this. I guess I'm not going to be able to use Podcast Addict website with timestamps, but it's at the 65-minute mark. I'll just type in go to 65-minute mark. And the video that this is referring to is the interview with Ron Barron. And it's already got 1 million views. But the bottom line is, I think they're going to use Twitter to make a PayX corporation from X.com. That's Elon's website he's held for a long time, X.com. And they're going to make it so they authenticate every user. Any user that doesn't want to pay $8 a month, they're going to be down in the cattle class. They're still going to be able to get in and look at Twitter, but they're not going to have any kind of influence on Twitter. They're going to go to the bottom of the comments. And then anyone that gets authenticated is going to have to send in their ID. So they get ID'd. And they're also going to have to send in their bank information, which are the main components of a digital ID, banking and identification. And when you're on the new Twitter, you're going to have, and you're authenticated, you're going to be able to use it as a payment system. So if you want to send money to other Twitter users, you'll be able to do that. So he wants to make it like a WeChat or a Venmo. The main angle is payments. So they're going to be able to make money off every single transaction. And you're going to be able to monetize your content. So if you're a podcaster, you can be on Twitter and get paid through a payment system, since you're already going to be set up with your ID, digital ID, and your CBDC or your Twitter currency, which will probably be some kind of dovetail into a United States CBDC. But that's how they're going to get people sucked into it. And it's a pretty good strategy if it works. And if it does work, this guy here and his fund, Ron Barron, is going to make tons of money. because Twitter will be like a new banking system, a new transaction system with almost nothing to do with the original microblogging service that it started off as. But because they've captured so many people into their sphere, it has a chance of working, but there's no guarantee. So I have been spending quite a bit of time paying attention to this story. I have spent quite a bit of time on Twitter, and obviously Elon Musk is the hottest thing since sliced bread. And he's sort of just this mysterious technocrat that has a pretty face that's going to bring us into this digital control grid, a Pied Piper, as it were. So it's really fun to kind of deconstruct how they're going to do it. And you're not going to get much clue from the mainstream media or the alternative media. They're going to go down all the rabbit trails that are laid out, where if you just listen to the money guys, you're going to get a better clue of what's going to happen. So if you look at his profile here, we can look at his just his various tweets. So he's getting people used to the idea they have to pay $8, and that's the other thing that Adam Curry was saying. What's the significance of 8? I don't know. 88 is a Chinese super lucky number, but otherwise, I don't really know if anyone can figure out why he chose 8. But if you just look here, he's saying that Twitter usage is at an all-time high. I don't doubt it. Really sucking people in. And just an interesting story between that and Tesla. He has, and the SpaceX, he really is dominating people's attention time right now. So there you go. If you really want the deconstruction, though, got to take a look and listen to the No Agenda show and listen to what they were talking about. Adam has figured it out, I think perfectly. Okay, on to the next post. Oh man, this is strange. All my audios are all this little widget is stretched out right across the page. That looks ugly. As you can see, not a ton of posting, just from the posting point of view, but tons of audio chats. So lots of audio chats. Last Thursday, we didn't have a Died Suddenly group. Couldn't get a hold of Tiago. So an ounce of salt came in, and we had a discussion on what was going on there and that controversy. A pretty good Jim West interview with Dr. Sam. I'll play a bit of that.
Etc. But then
you notice how fast Fakotube is to load? It's faster than Rumble, that's for sure. So I really am grateful for all the donors, by the way. Let me just quickly shout out to the donors at Fakeologist.com. If I can bring that up. We are here. The latest donors I want to thank. We've got, of course, our monthly donors, Ezati, Xylphilex, Daniel A, John R. It appeared to bank sharply. Epic Souls, Leah, Pepper, Dirty Benny, Anders, Harvest Moon, Stratman, Waterman Chris. Go find the others. Bing, Jan Van G, Simon L, Mark T, Robert K. Thank you guys, the monthly donors. I really appreciate that. All the way down to $1.19 a month. And we had a single donation yesterday for $50 from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate that. That Anonymous I responded to. They were having difficulties trying to figure something out on the website. So I hit them up right away and boom, donation followed. So thank you. Nick W., thank you for your donation. I know you're very active now commenting on Fakotube. So he's going through the archives, seeing the value there. Thank you all you guys for your donations. I really appreciate it. Very grateful. If you want to donate, fakeologist.com/donate. Donor box is not PayPal. They use the Stripe payment service. And if you don't want to use a traditional source, you can use Epic Cash or Monero or Pirate Chain or Bitcoin. Just let me know when you donate so I can put your name or whatever name you want to use. And we'll do that to list you. Not too many people have sent in via crypto, by the way. Yeah, Tunak says it's a Trojan horse. Yeah, I suppose. Stupid says 88. Yeah, it's $8. Yeah, 88 is a magic number for sure for Chinese people. Don't hear much about Bitcoin. What's going on there? Not much. Bitcoin has been stuck at 20 grand for a long time. So other than that, the cryptos have been pretty flat for the last few months. And over in the FakeoTube chat, Steve83, so when you are banned or suspended for a while on the new Twitter, will that mean you'll lose access to send, receive payments? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I probably. It could be that when you're authenticated, there's probably going to be less chance you're banned. But yeah, I suppose if you say anything against their terms of service, yeah, suspension could mean that. Although I'm sure they want to keep the money part of it because that's probably what the goal is. So you just won't be able to post, but I'm pretty sure you'll probably be allowed to send and receive payments. But there's no need to use Twitter ever. There's no need to use any website. You can use you just have to get your backup systems going. Just like I have my backup systems on the internet, you should get your backup financial systems. There are going to be lots of cryptocurrencies. I still think Epic Cash is a very viable one. Bitcoin, even though it's trackable. But get your systems going. Get your backup systems. But most people are going to default to Twitter or the CBDC of the day, whatever it is. By the way, Elon has 115 million followers on Twitter, so that's something else. Okay, let me go back to my main rather, my timeline, my time feed. And what else were they saying? There was supposed to be a verified tab on your Twitter webpage. I don't see it. Let's just go through a few tweets here. Oh, Dr. James E. Olson. Do you follow this guy? He has been tweeting on vaccine damage and vaccine injuries for a long time now. And allegedly he is in genetic engineering from Johns Hopkins. I guess he's gone rogue, or he's not following the Johns Hopkins program. But he is constantly tweeting about died suddenly. He said now people are dropping dead instantly. Before it was suddenly. Okay. India, businessman drops dead instantly while reading newspaper at clinic in Rajasthan's barn. So there we go. Clip goes viral. What do you say? That's a bit of a debate on the Fakeologist Discord. John LeBon does not see any evidence of people dying. Of course, he's in Bulgaria. Maybe he said their uptake on the vaccine was much less. I don't know. By the way, I think I have to shut off YouTube. Let me shut YouTube off right now. Say goodbye to YouTube. If you want to listen to the rest of this show, just go to FAK642 on Fakeotube YouTube. Let me shut YouTube off before I